Welcome to this presentation on how to write the CIPD Level 5 questions for 5OS01 assessment for 2024-25. You can visit our website by clicking on link provided in comment sections or chat with us on WhatsApp on clicking link to get best expert help. You will find how to write this question in this video. Kindly subscribe us to and message us on. One of the most common mistakes in CIPD Level 5 assessments is misunderstanding or misinterpreting the assessment criteria. Each unit and question has specific learning outcomes and command verbs like evaluate, analyze, or explain. Students should pay attention to these terms as they indicate the level of depth and critical thinking required. Using the CIPD marking grid can help structure responses to meet expectations in clarity, analysis, and evidence. For instance, evaluate requires presenting different perspectives and making a judgment, while explain asks for clarity on how or why something happens. Matching your content to what is being asked will help avoid writing off-topic or overly descriptive answers. Successful students often begin by breaking down the question and linking it directly to the required learning outcomes before beginning to draft. Plagiarism remains a frequent error among CIPD Level 5 students. Even unintentional copying can result in penalties. Students must always express their understanding in their own words and cite sources correctly, typically using the Harvard referencing style. It's important not to copy and paste from course materials or online content. Even paraphrased content must be referenced if it's based on someone else's ideas. Tools like Grammarly or Turnitin can help identify potentially problematic passages before submission. Citing theory, models, and case studies is encouraged, but these must support, not replace, your own analysis. Using referencing not only avoids plagiarism, but also strengthens credibility. Remember, assessments are about demonstrating your application of HR knowledge to practical scenarios, not how well you can quote textbook definitions. Another key mistake is failing to apply HR concepts to real-world situations. CIPD assessments assess both theoretical knowledge and its practical application. Students often list models or frameworks without demonstrating how they apply in the workplace. For example, if discussing employee engagement, don't just define it. Instead, explain how an engagement strategy improved retention in your organization. Use examples from personal experience, case studies, or well-known HR practices to back your analysis. It's critical to show cause and effect, what actions were taken, why they were taken, and what the outcomes were. This helps demonstrate the depth of understanding required at Level 5. Your goal is to show how HR theory translates into business value. Presentation and structure are crucial in making your arguments coherent and impactful. A well-organized response shows professionalism and thoughtfulness. Start with an introduction outlining what you'll cover, followed by structured analysis under clear subheadings, and conclude with a summary. Avoid long, unbroken text that makes it hard to read. Instead, use paragraphs to separate key points and make the writing scannable. Always proofread before submitting. Simple grammar or spelling mistakes can affect clarity and the impression you make on assessors. Consider reading your work out loud or using tools like Microsoft Editor to catch issues. A well-structured and polished document demonstrates attention to detail, a valued HR skill in itself. Many students overlook the value of feedback. It's common to repeat the same mistakes when previous tutor comments are not thoroughly reviewed. Make it a habit to reflect on all feedback before starting a new assignment. Highlight any recurring patterns, such as lack of analysis, insufficient referencing, or poor structure, and consciously work on them. Use the feedback as a tool for continuous improvement rather than a post-mortem. If anything is unclear, don't hesitate to ask your tutor for clarification. Showing that you can learn from feedback is not only essential for improving your grades, but it also reflects a growth mindset, an important trait for HR professionals. Each piece of feedback is an opportunity to enhance your approach and sharpen your academic and professional skills.